everyone, I'm Denise Levy. I'm an artist and designer. Welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to show you how to make this really cute butterfly floral card that I designed. This is a SVG die cut card. It's available in my shop and the Silhouette Design Store. So let's get into it.
Okay, I've got all my pieces cut, and this orange piece is the background layer that all of the flowers and leaves will be glued directly to. So to start out, I'm just going to dry fit all of the leaves in place before I start gluing them down, just so I know that I for sure have them, fitting correctly, going in the right direction, etc. So you will see me just doing that, just kind of going around the card and getting each flower into place before I start gluing them down. Um, Now, these pink flowers, they look like they're the same size, but they're actually not. So the one on the right, the upper right, is just slightly bigger. And when I was making this, I was like, why isn't this flower fitting? And then I realized, oh, right, it's because um, the one is a little bit bigger than the other one. So just make sure you get that larger one on the right, the smaller one on the left. So I'm going to start by gluing down all these leaves. All the leaves are in the back, except for the small brown kind of eucalyptus shaped leaves. Those kind of overlap on the front. So I'm just going to go around and get all those leaves down first, and then I will start gluing the flowers. Now, a couple of the flowers utilize that orange background. So either it's the center of the flower, or on the bottom left hand, it is actually the full flower. So I'm going to get this top eucalyptus glued down, and you see me kind of fiddle with that and try to get it in place. Um, Sometimes it's hard for me to get these lined up because since I'm filming, I can't get right over it. A little bit of orange really showing through really doesn't bother me. Just kind of adds to the dimension and charm of the piece. So don't worry if you don't get it exactly right. So here's one of the blue flowers, and as you can see, the center is cut out, and then the orange coming through makes the center of that card. And then that little red flower is going to layer on top, and then it has a little yellow circle center that will go on top of that. We will just continue working our way around the card, getting all these little leaves and flowers down. So this is the center for the big orange flower, which you do not cut out. It just kind of, that background piece just creates it. And you'll see me gluing the center down, and it's kind of hard to see, but once you get it all done, it'll kind of appear. And then this smaller eucalyptus brown leaves will layer over that flower, and then that little mint green leaf. And I think that looks really lovely. And I will just continue getting all these flowers glued down. There's the smaller of the two pink flowers, and I get that in place, and then it has a purple center, and that will go down. I did not put a sentiment on this card, so you could use this for a variety of occasions. Birthday, thank you, just a general greeting. Okay, and then this yellow flower, the orange background creates the center of that flower. And once we get the oval and stuff, you'll over it, you'll understand why I didn't put any more detail into that, because that scalloped edge kind of covers it up. So then we have the bigger of the two pink flowers, and that will go down, and then it gets that lavender purple center to that. And then I believe we just have one flower left, and this part of the card will be finished. This card is pretty simple to put together, but I think all the detail and these kind of whimsical flower shapes make it a lot of fun. You could totally customize the colors of this if you wanted to make it more of a fall looking card instead of these bright kind of more spring summer. You could totally do that and make the butterfly in like oranges and browns. I think that would actually be really pretty to do that, to just customize it and get more out of the designs you purchase. So now I'm going to put together the butterfly. Butterfly comes together really easily. You just put that center layer, just lines up right with the wings, and then the purple layer completely lines up with the bottom of that dark pink layer. It's a simple little butterfly, but I really like the way this looks. If you wanted to just make this butterfly, it would be really pretty on like a gift tag or a gift bag, in your journal, scrapbook layout. It would be fun just, to use for some different things. So these antennae are not symmetrical, so you want to make sure that you get those lined up the correct way. The one is just a little bit wonkier than the other one. And I'm going to make sure I've got glue on those thin areas, and then align that back up. Hold that down for a minute. I'm using the Barely Arts Precision Craft Glue. It's a glue I've been using for most of 2025, and I'm really, really liking it. It doesn't clog. It's very strong. The precision tip makes it easy to use for little pieces. So I highly recommend it. So now I'm going to take this cream colored oval, get it centered as best I can on the scallop oval. I like to put glue, because this glue does dry fast. I like to, in larger areas, just put glue at the bottom, and then once I have it positioned, then I will continue to glue the rest of it. So I am going to first glue this background piece to the card. Now you will see that this it does fit on the 5x7 card, but you can't just like slap it down. You have to position it just a little bit to make sure you've got all those elements within the card, not hanging off. And if you kind of look at my example, you'll see how the top brown leaf is just almost, to the edge there, and just kind of fiddle and make sure that nothing is hanging off, and it should work out really well. This is something that you are making by hand, so it's not going to be perfect. I certainly know none of the things I make are perfect, and I think that's just the beauty of crafting and making handmade things. All right, so I've got that down, and now I'm going to adhere this scalloped oval, and I'm going to use some foam adhesive circles. I just want to pop that up just a little bit, give that a little bit more a dimension here. And I could have used the adhesive foam tape, but I had these handy, so I just decided to use these. So now I'm going to get this just centered on the card, like I'm doing, And once I'm happy with that, I'll kind of press that down. And then we will get our butterfly down. And I'm showing you that there's just a tiny bit of bump out of that orange to show you where to put this butterfly. And then you kind of want to straighten the butterfly out, as you can see, like I'm doing. And so I'm going to also use these foam adhesive circles for the butterfly. Just give it just a little bit more dimension and interest to the card. The flowers and everything have, there's a lot of layers of cardstock there, but at the same time, it is a little bit flat. So I just thought another layer with foam adhesive would be a really nice touch. And then this card is almost done. Oh, it is done. Voila. Thank you so much for watching. If you purchase this card from me, thank you so much for supporting my art. If you're interested in buying this card, I have all the links in my profile here on YouTube, but it's available on my Etsy shop and the Silhouettes Design Store. And I appreciate any likes or follows here on YouTube. Have a wonderful day.